Here are 3 reasons why you need an estate plan. First, to fulfill your wishes. If you don't have an estate plan, guess what? The state you live in has written one for you. But here's the problem. You don't know what it says. Your stuff's not going to go where you want it to go. It's going to go to whatever the laws in your state say. So if you have wishes, if you have desires, if there's things you want in your estate plan, if there's legacy considerations you want, only way to do that is by writing it down and having a proper estate plan in place. The second thing is it saves money. I know it seems counterintuitive. You got to spend money to save money, but it does save money. If we have an estate plan in place and we have to administer that estate, it's so much easier, quicker, all the things, and cheaper if you have a plan in place than if you don't. If you don't, again, we will administer your estate under the rules of the state, and you don't know what's going to happen, and that creates a lot of issues and costs a lot more money in the long run. And the third thing is to avoid fighting. I've seen it so many times where people think they deserve one thing over another, or I took care of mom the last 5 years of her life, and I quit my job and I moved in, or I relocated and I had to take a lesser job. But my good-for-nothing brother, he didn't do anything. He lives in California and he makes plenty of money. Why does he get the same as me? And it turns into a fight. But here's the reality. If you don't have any sort of plan in place, the law is going to say where your property goes. And where it goes is it goes to your family, ultimately, in equal shares. So there's no requirement that you're a good son or daughter, that you're a good spouse, that you helped out, that you paid any of the bills, that you did anything. That doesn't matter in the slightest for the laws. The law says it goes to where it goes, and none of that stuff matters. So what do we end up with in those situations? Fighting. I did more, I should have gotten more. Mom would have wanted me to have more. Mom told me I was going to get this because I was doing all this stuff. Guess what? None of that matters when it comes down to it if you don't have an estate plan in place.